G'day, it's me again, Stay Off Grid. All right, so today I'm going to look at these water feeders again. Now, yesterday it blew off down the bottom there. I'm going to pull it all off, cut all those cable ties. I'm going to glue it in. Now, the thing is, I've thought about this and consulted with one of my viewers, Ben Pound, and all right, so yeah, if it works and the pump's on all the time, but if then it blows out and I don't hear it, the pump come on if I'm working somewhere else in the yard, or I'm down on the bottom of the property mowing lawns, whatever, if I don't notice that the thing has blown out, it's going to pump and pump and pump and pump until my water tank's empty, which is no good. So what I've thought about is that I thought the problem is if I run it, what might happen if I glue down the bottom and I glue this in here, if it's going to blow up, it's going to blow up from the weakest link. So it's either going to be here, 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 or it's going to blow out of those 6, 3 on this side, 3 on the other side, those 6 holes there. That's no good. So the thing is, right, is that the only really time I need this to be turned on and to be filling up on its own with the pump coming on when the pressure goes down after the birds have drunk in it is when I'm not here. And I don't go away for more than, I think the most I go away is 2 days. So in that 2 days, if it blows out then, bye-bye water tank, it's empty. And the other thing is that in 2 days, if it's full up to here, well, they're not going to drink that all in 2 days, so I don't really need it. So realistically, this is nice. The hose is sitting there. I can turn the pump on, I turn the tap on, pump comes on, fill it up to the top, and then I can see when it gets empty again, turn the pump off, tap off. When it gets empty again, fill it up again. Before I go away, fill it up to the top and it'll be fine for a couple of days. I will run a test now that it's not leaking, because it was leaking at the bottom before, so I couldn't run the test, just to see how many days it goes before it gets to the bottom, like how many days before it goes out of this window gauge, and then there's still a lot of water in there once it gets to that anyway. But I just want to find that out. Now, I've thought about this, and so really I shouldn't run the pressure test again at all. It's not necessary. I'm not going to use it, and there's just one thing about that. I need to prove concept. So I am going to glue it up, and I am going to turn it on, and I'm going to see what happens. And if wherever it leaks, I turn the pump off, and I've just got to fix that afterwards. If I don't do it, it's not going to break. I don't have to fix it, but I just need to see if it's going to work, right? That's just me. I need to know that. But it won't be switched on, and I won't be using it like that. This is purely just for the test to see if the concept works. Now, I stopped working on my boat the other day because I couldn't find this stuff I have which is called Duralac, and you put it on. It's a yellow cream that you put on between dissimilar metals, aluminium and stainless. So I've got stainless rivets, and if you don't put it on, they'll corrode, and the aluminium will corrode actually. And I couldn't find the stuff. I only just bought it. It's 40 bucks a tube. They reckon one tube is a lifetime supply. Well, I ordered another tube because I couldn't find the tube. Now I'm just pulling out cable ties to cable tie this thing up. It's got little yellow bits on the end of it. Well, what's that from? And here we go, in the bottom of the cable tie bag is the bloody Duralac. So now I've got 2 lifetime supply when the other one comes. All right, so I've glued that in at the bottom. I've just put 1 cable tie on it in case I have to pull it out if this thing blows up and it ruins all my seals, but I want to test it. It's easy fix, you just got to fix it again, no problem. And I've glued the top one on, so now let's turn it on and see if she explodes. All right, well, nothing dramatic. I was actually hiding around the corner from the caravan just in case something come off as a missile. But obviously it's not going to work. And that doesn't bother me because I'm not going to use it that way anyway. So. And I was wrong about the weakest link. It happened to be the top cap, which was glued in, but it was only just glued in a couple minutes before. So maybe, because I wasn't expecting that to happen, because that glue actually bonds the two plastics together, two PVC pieces together. Maybe it was from only just being glued, but I've glued it again and I was going to run it again, but I've decided not to because I actually found it is, I think it is, yeah, it's leaking there. And I think that was because what happened was I've put this too close to the end of the PVC pipe. I've pushed that pipe down and it's broken that seal there. Now that it's all glued in, I can't just pull it out easily to like just pull the side section off to go put that in the shed and glue it and let it dry. I've got to pull the whole thing out now, which I don't want to do. So I've just got to get some PVC, Celastic, the wet one, where you can put it on wet and it'll still dry and it'll seal it. So sometimes they leak for a while, even when they look dry, but then they end up sealing at some point somehow by magic. So I did glue the top back on and I used heaps of glue and I was intending on running it, and then I just thought, that's just a really stupid thing to do. You're not going to use it like that. And if it's just already popped that PVC cap off, it's going to pop out somewhere on one of those Celastic seals. I'm Star Off Grid. Hope you enjoyed that.